Hi, everybody. It's Helen McConnell from helenmcconnell.com again. This is video number 3 in this very short series that I created just for you. I want you to become a really good tapper. I want you to get good results. I don't care if you become a professional tapper, that's none of my business. But if you're going to use tapping, you want to be good at it. And to get good at it, you need a few tips and you need to practice. Okay, so I do encourage people to practice all the time, whenever you have a free hand. So in this video, I want to talk about deep root causes, emotional root causes. And these can show up as symptoms of pain, discomfort, anxiety-like sensations, whatever's showing up for you. Here's a question you can ask. And I tell you this because we are very habitual beings, and we learn most of this stuff in our body. We learn about our emotions and our bodies and what's safe and what's not safe, usually before the age of 5. So when I'm working with people, we always go back to childhood, not so that we can blame anybody, but so we can actually clear things up. So notice whatever's bugging you. And today let's use an emotional thing, like you're really frustrated or angry about something that happened at work. Okay, that's just an example. You can fill in whatever you want, but this is an example. I'm angry and frustrated about something my boss said to me at work. Okay, so then I want you to ask yourself, how do I know I'm angry and or frustrated? Where do I feel that in my body? All right, so you want to sense in, what does frustration feel like in your body? And you'll get, if you pay attention, you will begin to get messages from your body. It'll be a tug or a tightness or shortness of breath or tension in certain parts of your body. Just notice where you feel it. All right, how tense does it feel? How intense is the sensation of this frustration? 0 to 10, give it a rating. These are subjective ratings. There's no right or wrong. We use that so we can see if it changes. That's the main reason. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is notice, even though you think it started when your boss said such and such to you, notice if that's actually when it started this time, this frustration, or has it just kind of been hanging around? Notice. And this thing triggered it. Okay. And then for almost every negative emotion, you can do this part. Really feel into that emotion of frustration. And rather than thinking just about your boss, because that's the most recent occurrence, I want you to really listen, sense into the feeling and say, what does this remind me of? And most people have a pretty good clue right away of what it reminds me of. Oh yeah, it reminds me of, when my dad used to fill in the blank, when my mom did whatever, when my sister or my brother or whatever. It will remind you of something. When you get that recognition of what it reminds you of, we are not blaming that person or that situation. We are noticing, we're assessing that, oh, I get frustrated whenever, fill in the blank, whenever someone, fill in the blank. And then ask yourself, is that person really, for the most current occurrence, is my boss really telling me I'm stupid? Or were those the words I put into my own head? Because it reminded me of when my dad told me I was stupid. Okay, because this is what people do so often. Because some people will say, yeah, my boss told me I was stupid. Okay. Did he actually use those words? Did he say to you, Helen, you are so stupid? Well, no, he didn't really say that, but he implied it. Okay, how did he imply it? We hear what we can hear. And if we believe we're stupid, or we believe people are going to tell us we're stupid, we're going to hear a lot more of that stuff. And that's okay, but that's what you want to tap on. And I do suggest that you go to the first event that you can remember where you had this feeling, and you tap for that kind of thing like this. You say, even though when I remember that time when I was 4 and my dad told me I was stupid and that all the women in this family are stupid, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I choose to know that my dad was wrong. I don't need to tell him, especially if he's not around anymore, but he was wrong. I'm not stupid. And as I remember that time when I was 4, I choose to tell my younger self, you are not at all stupid. You're really kind of brilliant. And it's safe to show your brilliance. And I'm just making stuff up. I don't know what you would actually have going on, but these things have actually happened with clients. So then you tap and you say, this frustration on the eyebrow, when I remember that time when I was 4, side of the eye, my dad said I was stupid, under the eye. And I didn't really believe him, under the nose, but I had to believe him, on the chin, in order to keep myself safe, on the collarbone. But I'm not stupid, under the arm, and I don't need to keep myself safe like that anymore. Take a deep breath. Now, in that one round of tapping that we just did, we covered a lot of stuff, okay? And so you want to just notice as you're tapping what else comes up. I always suggest keeping a notebook, a journal, and write down, just not a whole paragraph, just write down some notes. What are you tapping on? Oh, yeah, Dad said I was stupid. I've always felt stupid, especially when people tell me I'm wrong, then I always feel stupid. But you're not stupid, okay? And you're not necessarily even wrong, but your body, your nervous system reacts in the same way it did when you were 4. And the more you tap in this loving, gentle way about that event that happened when you were 4, the less you will notice it occurring in your current life. Now, you may have to tap on it when it happened when you were 4, and when you were 5, and when you were 7, and 9, and 13, and 16. All those other times. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you'll do a couple of rounds and it's gone for good. I have seen that happen before. Those are what we call 5-minute miracles, and they do happen. But sometimes things are a little tougher than that to get to. So really be kind and gentle with yourself and do the tapping often. If you don't know what to say, just focus in on whatever you're feeling and tap around. You don't have to say anything. You can tap like this, and just tap through the points. And as you tap, notice if your breathing gets a little better, if your heart rate goes down, if that tightness in your stomach dissipates a little bit, okay? Tapping is so spectacularly efficient and wonderful and gentle. You can use it for anything. And I look forward to you being on my email list so that you can get more tips like this on a regular basis, right in your inbox, ways to tap to get the best results. Okay, I've been doing this a long, long time. And at first, I didn't always know what I was doing, but tapping still worked. Okay, it still works, even when I didn't know what I was doing. And I never hurt anybody, to my knowledge. All right, that's not to say you can't say something wrong to someone else. Don't go using this for other people until you get really good at it, but use it for yourself, okay? All right, I'm here for you if you need me, Helen at helenmcconnell.com. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye now.